You guys, you know what ever surprised you when I make this, but it was a little longer than I supposed to, right? The Lord, this is what I want to ask you guys. The Lord, anybody, the Lord ever surprised you, the kind of answer He gave you, like you expected a different answer, but you got a different one. One of recently, a while back, the Lord surprised me with the answer He gave me. The Lord brought it to me, right? And this is how we do it. I asked the Lord, right? I was watching this show, and there was this young lady that was speaking about, different levels of hell that, and demons that is there in different levels of hell and all these kind of thing and what she saw. And I was like a little jealous, kind of like, I said, Lord, where is the scene, Lord? I said, what? I ain't did enough, or we ain't close like that. Where is the scene? Why I want to get the tour of hell to why I can't see what this woman is seeing? You know what? Where is the scene? And Abba spoke this to me, and I kid you guys not. Listen, you guys, when I tell you these things, I want you to really just believe it. I don't know how I can't lay see where I see it and know that I'm telling you the truth, but I'm telling you the truth, right? I am telling you the truth. I kid you guys not. Like I tell you guys, the Lord is, some of you all see the Lord so big of me, and that's why I don't really like have certain kind of relationship with Him. As time passed, I didn't have this relationship the way I had with Him now. As time passed, I grew, my relationship with Him grew, I become closer and closer and closer. Now I speak to Him vertically with everything. Sometimes individual might think I'm crazy, because I'll be speaking to God and be like, oh, she's talking to Jesus, kind of thing. So sometimes I gotta catch myself, like, not to speak to the Lord outside, because they're going to see me talking and be thinking, yeah, she crazy. So I try my best not to do that, right? But anyway, I have this kind of relationship with him, and I spoke to him and I asked him, I said, Lord, yeah, where is he seeing that this woman is, seeing she go through hell and she see all these different levels in hell and all these things. That's the way he's seen with me. I was like a little jealous child, and he said, you want bad? I kid you guys not, he said this. He said, you want bad? He said, why would I send you through hell? You want a bad child? Why am I going to send you through hell? He says, only bad children, I'm going to send them through hell. Oh God, yes, Lord. I'm going to send them through hell for them to see, what it's like. He says, like, I kid you guys not, the Lord just not tell me. He says, it's like when you ever see scared when they send there's a show where they would take children or young men that would be given trouble, or whatever, young ladies that would be given trouble, and they would show them prisoners that is in jail and all these kind of things, to hope that they would change. He says like that. He said, when you are bad, so He would not show you certain things because there's no need for it. The Lord says like this, some of you all will want, I want to have this person testimony where he can testify about the hell they go through, and all these kind of things. The Lord says, for some of you all, the reason why He does not take you down the path where He take John, or He take Jenny, or He take this person down that path, is because there's not a need for it. It's like, say you have this white clothes, this white top or something, right? And it's spotless already, it smells good or whatever it is, you're done wash it. There's not a need for you to wash it again. So He said, for some of you all, the path where He might take this one and that one, or your friend or whatever it is, He will not take you because there's not a need for it. You're not a bad person. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Abba today is not a need for it. He said, I want to take you through that because there's no need for that, right? Recently, you guys, I was dreaming. It's like the second time that the Lord showed me the heavens, right? I'm gonna I don't like to talk about business, but I'm gonna talk about business, right? Yeah, the first time that the Lord showed me the heavens, there's different levels in the heaven. I am 100% sure there's different heavens, there's different levels and different heavens, right? Recently, I was on either the second or the third level in heaven. I got it in a dream, right? That was like, it wasn't the heaven where God is, right? The first time that I saw heaven was, there was a day, you guys, and I kid you guys not, I was so scared. I was 4 for me. My journey through trying to get better, and I was not healthy for the longest while. I'm now, the Lord now starting to do His thing where I could be able to be out there and stuff like that. I wasn't always, I still ain't 100% healed, but I'm way better than how I was before, right? I still wasn't 100% healed, like I say, you guys, right? So there was a time where I don't know if it's lacking, my body was lacking vitamins or whatever it is, and I was walking out and about, right? And I kid you guys not, I almost fall on my face, basically, right? I almost fall on my face. When I mean fall on my face, not like I tripped me or anything, I almost faint, right? On my face. And when that happened, I basically I sit down. I don't like sympathy and all of that. So how I was feeling, I was going down. My body, yeah, I would have fallen on my face, right? And I just instead of falling on my face, I kind of knew, like, okay, something wrong, and there was a bench, thankfully, that was right there, and I dropped down everything on it. No one knew that was what was going to happen. Sometimes they think that, okay, she jumped or something like that, not knowing I was really sick, right? But when that happened, I think in that moment, or when I came home, when I was resting, and I got that little thing, I think I ate something. I ate something, the Lord told me it was chocolate or something, so I think he said I was missing. After that, I asked him what was happening, and something with my energy and stuff like that. So that is why when I ate the chocolate, magnesium, I needed that, right? And I started to feel better whenever I take, my vitamins and stuff like that, I'm feeling okay. So anyway, that happened to me, and I was full, basically faint on my face. That day when that happened, I got a dream the night, and the Lord, I was scared, you guys, because when I was coming up, after I felt better, and I could have get up from there and walk, and, went home and stuff like that, I was scared because I was traveling. I was thinking to myself, I said, look at that. I would have gone out today, and I would have never been able to make it home. I said, life is so short. The way how I felt like if I was going to die. And I think it was a dream. I'm not sure. But the Lord showed me yes, it was a dream. The Lord showed me the third heaven. I was taken up. I did not see angels take me up or anything like that. I know there was wings involved. I was taken up, and he showed me the third heaven. The third heaven, from what I remember, is something like what John say in Revelation. There is elders and stuff like that wrong on the third heaven. Lord shown, as in, you don't see the Lord's face or anything. It was like his feet or something, but it was brightness, right? When I was taken up, though, the Lord fly me from that to another part. And what he was telling me, he said, Francine, he said, today you would have been with me up there, right? You would have been with me up there. He said, today you would have been with me up there. This is why some of us, the Lord do tell us where we're going when we pass away, right? I'm not just saying, oh, I'm the perfect person, so I'm going to heaven or anything. I'm just telling you what I saw in my dream and what the Lord told me. He said, you would have been there with me. And right now he's saying many people don't believe that, but he said he would have been there with me that day. Because I remember when I was coming up in the van when that happened, I said, look at how I would have died, and I was scared a little bit because I heard in the Bible where they were saying, about how hard it is to go into heaven and everything, and I was like scared because I told the Lord this. I say it's not like a fear of hell, hell is terrible, but my greatest fear is to live somewhere where it's to be without him. I have gotten so close to the Lord where talking to him and interacting with him is like drinking water for me. It's really, really hard to go out there without interacting with the Lord. So that was my greatest fear. I thought when I passed away, I say, if I would not be able to interact with the Lord, that would be my hell, right? So when that happened, I said, look at how I would have died, and everything would have just stayed there. I would have just be, dead. I say, because I was going, I had bought some groceries and stuff like that, and I was, and that just happened. They were in my hand and everything, and look at how I would have just dead, basically. And I was scared. That was in my head. The the day that was in my head, and I went and sleep, and I did not get the dream. I was scared. I said, look at all of this diet, and I was thinking, I said, I wonder if I'll go to heaven. I said, because I ain't perfect, Lord, and all of these things. And he said, if you had passed away, that is when I get the dream with the angels that took me up, and he was passing me through heaven and stuff like that, and he said he would have been with me, right? And you guys, as I was speaking about going, so bring it back to this, let me tell you why I give you that thing with what had happened to me, and I tell you guys twice, I got a tour with the heaven. The second time was recently here, where I got a dream with, there's a part in heaven where someone that was good turned bad or something, and they didn't care whoever it is, right? That was recently, right? And the Lord was showing me someone trying to stop, I think it's a nurse or a doctor from reaching, like a bad person was trying to stop a doctor or something from going and save someone. The Lord was showing me that. But that was like on a lower part in the heavens, the Lord was showing me. And as I tell you guys this about going through hell and stuff like that, when I asked him what about going through hell and why he can't show me this, and he starts, oh, because I'm not bad. The Lord say, I only will send you to heaven, right? I will only send it to heaven, which is good things will happen. He said, for his children, there is no need. So some of you all asking for the Lord, why, you're jealous of this and you're jealous of that about individuals. There's reasons why the Lord, sometimes there's great reasons why the Lord don't afflict you or don't give you certain gifts as they give certain individuals, because there's not a need for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Stillness is strong. I hope that you guys really was inspired by me, that you don't have to be perfect to go to heaven, and the Lord will not send you through certain things if there's not a need for it. Some of you all are really nice and really good, and you just need to accept that you're really good and you're really nice. And this is why the Lord, you don't have to go through trials or whatever to get blessings all the time, right? The blessing. If you're new to my channel, remember to share, like, and subscribe. Bye, guys. I know that Jesus loves you. Bye, guys.